What's up with it? Welcome back, FlipSide Nation. Y'all already know how we do. Let's get into another episode where every story got a flip side and every struggle got a purpose. Today, I got some of my hometown partners from Zone 15 Licking Heights. I got legendary Ke Ke and I got BoBo. Let me tell you a little something about these guys, what I know. Ke Ke, a legend from the hood, real skilled in boxing. I got a couple tough questions for him when it comes to the boxing. And I got BoBo. He is a small business owner. You know, these guys, I came up under them. You know what I mean? Some of the guys that I watched growing up. So we're going to sit down and have a conversation about just some things going on in the black community. We're probably going to touch on a little bit of religion and just chop it up with these guys. How you doing, brother? Good to see you.
So it's good to
What's up, champ? Blessings,
Keith?
man.
Good
Blessings.
to see you, man. How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Man, we good, man. Good to see you, man.
Happy to be here.
All
Happy
right,
to be here.
this all right, man. It's a good thing right here, man.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate
Yes,
y'all
sir.
brothers for coming on, man.
Yes, sir.
So I know a lot about y'all, but you know, and of course, a lot of people from my community gonna watch this know a lot about y'all. But I like to tell people we international. We international.
Pretty much.
I'm gonna start with you, Keith. Tell the people a little bit about yourself, man. Where you're from, you know, a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm from 1-5. I'm from the zone for sure. And I'm international though. Believe that. I've been all
Listen,
over.
talk
I've
to
been
me
in,
nice.
yeah. I'm well known for, having fun. That's it, no bullshit. I've been in Jamaica a few times, you know what I'm saying? I'm well known over there too.
That's what's up.
Just like over here, same guy, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere I go, same guy. You know, I'm Ke Ke, y'all. For real.
Street time, huh?
Yeah, that
time.
too. That too. That
Bobo,
too.
tell us a little bit about you, man. Like,
Y'all already know too. I'm, Zone 15 original.
Yeah.
I heard these my family, my brothers. Been through a lot of struggles with the hood, ups and downs, in and outs. I've been there, done that.
Right.
I keep also, I know people know me everywhere.
Yeah.
All over, I can go anywhere. Somebody gonna know who I am.
For
If they
sure.
don't know me, they gonna ask me, do I know Keith? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just, it is what it is.
Yeah,
We've been out here.
Yeah.
Man, we got a little thing, man. It's crazy too. Hey, yeah, we got a little thing where I go places they think I'm him and stuff. Then he go places he think he me.
Right.
So we work it. I work it all the time.
I
He
work it
work
all
it
the time,
sometimes.
right?
He only work it sometime. Every time
I don't never know who I'm
you
talking
crazy.
to.
I'm going. I'm digging in on them, boy. I'm BoBo for real. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's live, man.
I was live with it, yeah.
It's live.
So tell me about coming up, Keith. What was the household like? Like coming up, I know how many brothers, sisters. Like, what was it like when you was growing
Man,
up?
I had me and my 3 brothers, my sister. We was in the projects down there, man, going hard, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. But we had, mom and daddy was there. We was living good, as far as, people in the projects, you know what I'm saying? So my daddy, he was a Lincoln Heights dude, you know what I'm saying? He well-known dude. He was putting it down. So he was giving us the game. Not just me, a lot of other cats from down in the projects, he was giving us the game, teaching us how to box a little bit, doing little stuff with the hood, It always been sweet in the projects like that though, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like even like a couple of your cousins, like best guys down there, you know what I'm saying? Decky and Durrell. Yeah, them the best guys you ever seen, you know what I'm saying?
They stayed on that bottom, was it the bottom
Yeah,
court?
they stayed on the last court on Hunters.
Last court.
I come up under them dudes, man.
Okay.
Kim too, Jamie Holland, I come up under them and, I learned a lot from them. My cousin Keith Larkins, you know what I'm saying? All these guys, excellent boxers, man, like excellent. But them guys, I'm talking about Decky and Durrell, they can do anything good. You know what I'm saying? There was a difference in them. Them guys, they was some amazing dudes, man. They box, dance, sing. Listen to me, dance,
and stuff.
sing. I'm talking about anything good.
Right.
Anything, any sport, they can play it good. Yeah. Basketball, they kill, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I went to that little preschool right there.
Me too, yeah.
Oh, damn, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, I graduated from that preschool.
I did too. I got some pictures. I got a picture of that. Yeah, that's my little preschool, man.
I got one. Me, my mom, and my daddy was standing outside. I got on like a little red cap. Yeah, that's where I graduated from. Look, when you put that on a post the other day and said the projects, I never knew that.
Yeah.
I promise, man, I never knew that. It seemed like I remember you when I was young like for some reason, like being up, how everybody used to kick it up in Oak Park.
Yeah,
It seemed like I remember.
I was up there a lot, you know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay.
I was up there, and see, like, I mess with, really, I come up under Uncle Stevie, man. I mean, well, we was together, me,
Yeah.
Stevie, Earl Gore, all of,
That was
and
the
then,
boxer, right? Gore.
yeah, Earl Gore, he was rough. He was a rough guy around the
Yeah.
hood. He
Yeah.
was really rough. It's one of my main dudes. You know what I'm saying? Stevie Long, you know what I'm saying? And these guys was rough, man. Them weren't no regular dudes, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? You have to be ready when you come down there in Oak Park, you know what I'm saying? Like at Oak Park and the projects,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That shit was rough back then.
That's throwback.
You got hit.
That's throwback.
I'll tell you the truth, boy.
That's throwback.
You got a hit back then, and all them guys were some good hitters, you know what I'm saying? So, respect to the ones that ain't here too, man.
Yeah. So Bobo, you got me by a couple years, don't you?
Yeah, I'm 53. How are you?
Yeah, 40. I'm about to be. Dang.
Yeah, man,
I'm about to be. When people ask me, I'll be like, I was born in 77, but I think I'm about to be 48, 49, some shit like
so
that.
you peanut and them about the same, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your
Shout out to
coming up.
I grew up, my mom and daddy from Lincoln Heights, but I grew up all over the city young. Then we probably moved to Lincoln Heights or Woodlawn when we was about 6th, 7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to get to know everybody who everybody is and shit. Really, I came up under him.
Yeah.
Me and Keith, the boy, man, I'm talking about under your wing type guy.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what he did to me. He took me under his wing, showed me everything, gave me all the heart, the game, everything I had to do. Go with and helped form me. And he gave everybody all the credit of being this, that, and the other, but. He, him. He was it. He is it. Lincoln Heights, Mr. Lincoln Heights himself. Is Ke Ke. Real like,
It's
I
great.
enjoy this. Like my nigga, like my brother. Like I can't say enough about him for what he did for me and for everybody in the hood. He still do a lot for everybody in the hood. Still well respected. Well, people can't even have a fight without calling him first, like kicking him. Cause we looked at there, and he solved that. Like he squashed a lot of the stuff that's going on. He it, bro. I don't know if I'm saying everything I want to say or can say, but it ain't nothing but love and
So coming through Princeton, what was your did you have any like ambitions, like any goals, anything you wanted to?
I was
like,
bad as hell in school.
In high school, you was
terrible.
You was terrible.
Terrible. Couldn't stay in school, fighting and just doing all type of goofy ass shit. Smart as hell though.
Yeah.
But just wanted to be a street nigga, like I guess, or liked the lifestyle. Just it was a lot. In my day, it was a lot of stuff going on. We had hella gangs and. All that and shit. Back then, that's what it was all about, either being in the gang and messing with some girls or whatever. So I got caught up in that type of life, like versus trying to do other stuff, like work, have ambitions to go to school or, all this whole stuff. I ain't care nothing about that. I wanted to fight, ride my bike, go get some hoes, and that's it.
You was too young for the smashers though, right?
I was just like, I was probably a mini smasher because I ran with these guys, so they protected him and made sure we was good. So I consider myself one. I probably wasn't official, but hell yeah, I consider myself. And everything I did,
we put some stuff definitely together.
Yeah, everything I did as far as in the street was smasher shit. Like, so yeah,
So Keith, the Dogs was before the Smashers then.
What Dogs?
You don't remember that? That crew they called the Dogs or something?
Was they out in our hood?
Yeah.
No. Dogs. Dogs was a how would I want to say, like,
before the Smashers,
crew of people, like,
oh, for real?
Yeah,
I don't know nothing about the Dogs.
But I got some of the Dogs kind of consider themselves would be smashers too if they're in the smasher environment. But when we did a lot of when all that was going on, that was skating and high school games and all that old shit. So
life was different back then. It was like about rumbling. It was about rumbling.
Yeah, it was about rumbling.
It wasn't nobody.
It was testing your skills. It wasn't about no gunplay.
Yeah, it wasn't no gunplay.
You know what I'm saying? If it did come down to that, that shit wasn't gonna last.
Right.
So
Right. Nah, I
So
wasn't
why
there
you
for that.
think like back
it's a
then?
whole big difference than back then and now, man. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask you. Where
and
you
you know
think
what? I ain't
that
gonna
things
lie. It been
changed?
times like
Respect.
one motherfucker might come out with a gun
Yeah.
and shut everything down. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it don't go no further than that. You know, ain't
Right.
nobody gonna get killed. We just trying to hit.
I
You know what I'm
seen niggas
saying? Like,
pull guns and get chased off with the
I done,
gun,
man,
but you
I done,
just because that's all it
and
is.
in real life, not just me. I mean, I done seen several motherfuckers take guns from niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? It's just like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that, but it ain't. It wasn't like that. Like right now, shit. That's how they play. You know what I'm
It
saying?
was
They ain't hitting.
it was
They ain't hitting.
respect back then.
And they can hit too. Like a
Yeah.
lot of them, they
Mm-hmm.
tough guys. They really some tough little youngsters. You know what I'm saying? They can go. They from Lake Heights. You know what I'm saying? They can go. They can fight and everything. But they ain't what they on right now, man. So
What you think? When you think about it, Keith, what's a what's an idea you have how we can reach out to some of the youth, and I mean, I want to say they know that it ain't a game when a life is taken, it's gone, and 20, 30 years in the joint, that ain't nothing to laugh at. So how you think we can get through to them?
like that's like the number one question in America right there. You just asked like that's the top in every neighborhood. That's the top question, like not just out here in Lake Heights. I mean,
Right.
that's but I mean this like I was trying to tell him before we got up here. Like I can't even focus on outside of Lincoln Heights. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I can't even think about it because I got too many loved ones there. It's a love circle in Lincoln Heights. It's a family thing, and it's like families are separating each other. You know what I'm saying? With that bullshit, with the motherfucker. You know, you separating whole families. Like, man, you killed my cousin. This, that. Hold on, everybody in the family ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? And
True
then
that.
grown people in the family, this shit hurt them that they done been watching and raising y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Motherfuckers been raising y'all kids with y'all, like on the side, on the slide, like, here, $2. Here, come here, let me show you something. All that, helping y'all out too. But people don't see that, so they like, oh, you ain't ever did nothing for me. Yeah, right. That's what you think, but in real life, these my kids too. Like, these my nephews.
Yeah.
Every one of them. You wouldn't believe it. Look at him. That's my nephew right there. You know how long I've been knowing that Joker?
Right,
Since
right.
he was a baby. I've been
Yep.
knowing him when he was with his grandmama, running around. She trying to get a hold to him, and I'm helping her.
Yep.
He'll tell you.
Yep, for sure.
He'll tell you. I'm helping her. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing whatever she want me to do for him. Because that's how our hood was back then.
Yeah.
But it's still like that to a degree. We can get to that, but it's a respect level now. It's evaporated.
Yep. I agree with
It's
that.
a respect level that's evaporated. Like when we was young, just cause they was older than us, that mean we respected them more than we respect these guys our age. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
shit, they already what we trying to get to. On top of that, you respect your elders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That ain't no big thing no more. Nah, they
Let me
don't.
tell you something. I remember, like I said, I remember you from like Oak Park. I was young. Like I
Yeah,
remember
no doubt,
that type stuff. But
no doubt.
a story, and I'm pretty sure I pray I'll mix this up. Cause it was either you or it was Luke Mine. Not the light skinned Luke Mine who passed away, not the old school Luke Mine. But my my dad, when we stayed on Bird, something happened and my dad got into it with
That was
somebody
me and your dad.
and he told me
Yeah, that was me and him.
how
Yeah.
he spoke about you, man, with that,
Crazy.
that
That's my
made
big
me,
brother.
I'm talking about, man,
That's my big brother right there.
how he
Love me,
spoke
man.
about you, I
Everywhere he go,
always
he
kept
speak
that,
highly of me, man. I
I kept
love
that in
him,
my
man.
mind, man. Like, you know what I mean?
Dwayne, to tell you that dude love me, man. That's my boy right there. I mean, you hear me?
Yeah.
His pops, that's my boy, man. Me and him had an incident. Some guys was trying to jump him, and I just happened to come out of nowhere.
Man,
No, I was right there.
yeah.
I was right there. I came out of nowhere. Like, what? It was perfect.
Hey,
Man, I let him scratch.
yeah.
Get it,
Right.
get it.
Something about that, man. I
Yeah, that's
promise,
my
man.
boy.
Like you say, it's like I remember when he telling me about that. You know what I mean? I'm young,
Yeah,
and that's like that's like a respect. Like, dang, like he did that for my daddy. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, that's my OG, bro.
Yeah. You feel me? Like
Yeah,
them
that's
type of
some real
stories. And
shit.
so it just made me think about how you say somebody, my father telling me about you, and that put the respect level for me like this. But it's like you say now, you got youngsters that's not respecting the people, the
Yeah.
OGs, like they supposed to be respecting us. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Yeah.
It's certain ones that, you know what I'm saying, they parents put it in them. And then it's a lot of them that done got away from their parents. Like, I don't know, I ain't blaming it on no parents, and now don't get me wrong. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, these kids, they got their own ideas now, man.
Mm-hmm.
They got their own ideas, and they step into them, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
It ain't nothing like, you know what I'm saying. And I ain't saying nothing bad about it. I'm just saying it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
I agree with that. But what you think? What's your idea for how we can try to get to the youth or reach them a little more?
I've been thinking about this for weeks, months now. Like, it's once again, it's the respect. Like, my son, he 12. He he's a kid. You know what I mean? He ain't around no hoods. He don't be all outside doing,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? That's all he do is play the game and go to karate practice, play soccer. And I'm just talking to him one day, and I asked, I say, hey, what the question you asked me? What can we do to bridge the gap between the youngsters
Mm-hmm.
and the old people? This little dude told me, like, well, the young people don't have no respect because they don't fear nothing. They don't have no fear of nothing getting taken away from them. He said, y'all still dissing me young that, you know what I mean, respecting them. But nowadays, he said, don't none of them got no fear of nothing. So that's why there's no respect because they don't care.
That's
And
deep.
you
That's
said
a
something.
that's a good one.
You said something earlier about the they think it's real our life, this, that, and the other. Like, in my opinion, they don't. They playing a game. They are playing a game, and they think it's a reset button, and then some of them went to the joint, and then they feel like, okay, I can do this. So going to jail ain't no scary thing to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, man. We have to figure out something they like to do, like we figured out stuff that we like to do. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
we like,
Cause times definitely different.
yeah, like when I came home from the joint, I got on, you know, to the motorcycle thing or whatever. Like, she made the motorcycle club 15 Kings, and what it did for the hood was an amazing thing because it brought guys together that probably wouldn't even speak to each other before this,
I feel that. I
like at
feel it.
all.
I
Like, these
feel that.
guys didn't mess with. I ain't saying they probably hide back
Yeah.
if maybe,
Yeah.
but when we put this 15 Kings together, man, it was. Yes, bro. Like, it was amazing. Like, now everybody call each other brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They ride and whatever. There was still a little bickering or whatever, but it's the respect
We can
level
come
that we
together
have.
for
Man,
this time.
what?
Yeah,
And
this time.
talk
Yeah,
this shit
for
out.
sure.
We
For sure.
probably argue, cry, and fight, but that ain't going no further than that. And then can't nobody penetrate what we got going on because
Mm-hmm.
it's that type of love now.
Yeah, that
So,
love mean a lot.
so we got to figure out if I can do this shit for the adults,
Yeah.
how can we do this something like this for the kids? Where is it
Mm.
that the
A
kids can
common
find that?
denominator, that
Yeah,
common ground.
find
And
that space.
I'm gonna swing back to that because I'm gonna have another question. I got another question in my mind, but I'm gonna swing back to that. Um, that's a great assessment that you make about the motorcycle club because that I know exactly what you're saying. Like it's like brothers that, like you say, they might have been not like at odds, like it's on when I see this dude, but
Right.
now the fact that we can get on these bikes and ride, now we got us cutting something that we can, bond together with,
Yeah.
and that's a good thing. I like that. Keek, I want to ask you this, right? And this might be a heavy question for you,
Mm-hmm.
but I want you to be honest. Somebody just was on here, Lil Head, and he said, man, if Keek would have been there for real, he was like, if Keek wouldn't have went to jail, we would have had a champ,
Hell yeah.
a champ come out of Licking Heights. He
That's
said,
Real
true.
because we
talk.
was talking about AB. We was talking about AB.
Yeah.
So with you knowing that the youngsters who was coming up under you boxing, feeling that if you would have been there, you could have brought one of them to championship glory. How that make you feel?
It's reality, man. It's reality. It's like when I had started out them little guys in boxing, man, them little guys already was tough. They already was like hitters. Every one of them naturally, like this some Lincoln High shit. You know what I'm saying? And all of them, little head, yeah, all of them little guys used to come to the gym, and I teach them a little bit, and they take off from there. You know what I'm saying? And I line them up too. They'll tell you I line them up with big niggas, the niggas that they ain't got no business being in there with,
Yeah.
and they all do good. Cause I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
sure.
But not to say that it's a blessing to me. It ain't nothing got to do with me. I give all glory to the Most High.
First and
But
foremost,
every time, you know what I'm saying. But like you said, yeah, man, I would have had some champions, and I know one champion. I would have had some champions, and I know one, because, the discipline was there, everything was there. Till I messed up and went to jail, you know what I'm saying? I did that. I was doing stuff back then. I was in the streets, but I was still trying to do what I do for the hood, too.
That's a hell of a respect level, man. When he said that, and I'm like, damn, for real. He was like, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You think
So
you,
And he
you
ain't
think we still
telling
got a
no lie,
chance?
like, huh?
You think we still got a chance?
Yeah, but we ain't got no gym.
That's
That's
funny.
that's
That's
what
why
we
I
ain't
said
got.
that.
and
That's what we
That's
ain't
why I
got on the
said that.
height.
and the
Like I
said,
got another dude that I was just coaching with, out of his backyard. Me and him ended up getting a gym in Bond Hill. You know what I'm saying? It was cool for a minute, and then it kind of folded. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? There's some prominent little guys out here that really could have been getting some money still right now. This just was recently when I had these little guys, man. Like, had a nice little thing going with them. But,
and
and
that's a
it,
segue question into
I
how
know,
when I was coming up, we had the Y. We can go hoop. It was a swimming pool. Like since it ain't none of that stuff, and I just learned about the basketball court in the center, which I didn't even know.
check what we had when we all don't know about, man. When we was young, like, people in Lincoln Heights right now ain't mention it. But when we was young, it was a football player. He wasn't from the hood or nothing. I think he's from Tennessee. His name was Neil Craig. He played for the Bengals. He put a he took this house out here and made it into a rec center, boxing gym, everything. That's where all this stuff started from with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like down there back behind West Centennial, where you can turn that to go to Centennial. When you go past when you go to them factories, it was
Yeah.
back there.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it was back there, and
Okay.
it was a rec center like the Neil Craig House.
Mm.
Ask about it, man. The Neil Craig House. And I ain't heard nobody mention it or talk about it, man, since I was a kid, man.
I
But we
never
used to
heard
go
of that.
down there, man, and get it in. I mean, it just was the first time I ever smelled the boxing gym. It's a
Yeah.
smell in the boxing gym that it's
Yeah.
attractive, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah. Right. Right.
Yeah.
And you say your pops used to box.
Well, he ain't used to box, but he was teaching,
Okay.
guys down in the projects, he coaching them and seeing them through, you know what I'm saying?
So by the time you get to like when I coming through the joint, that's one of them things like people used to ask me, Ke Ke or Brookville. I used to hear that. I'm like, I know Ke Ke. I'm like, but I don't know Brookville. Like my
Yeah.
first time meeting Brookville was the other day.
Oh,
Oh, for
yeah?
real?
My first time ever meeting him.
Yeah, that's my
Because
G.
Good.
when he
Yeah.
put me on the thing, and I'm like, hold up, I heard of this claim. I'm like, is you Brookville? He was
Yeah.
like, yeah. I said, man, I've been hearing about you myself,
Yeah,
but I ain't
that's
never
my
met you.
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and
So,
him been doing bits together since I started it, since my first bit. Like,
and that's when they had boxing in the joint back then. Because was you
yeah,
like the champ in London or something?
yeah, one time.
So
Yeah,
you already knew how to box before you got there, or was it just
yeah,
like, oh, you already knew how to box?
yeah,
Okay, okay, okay.
yeah.
That's what's up. So then you come home and you start teaching this craft
Yeah, I had got into it real good, and I had a good dude with me, Kirk Bell. That was my cousin and stuff, you know what I'm saying? We linked up in the joint, and, he turned me on to the game. He turned my game up.
yeah,
And so after he turned my game all the way up, that's all I wanted to do was just get at it, you know what I'm saying?
right.
So then came out, got right back to training because I was training them before I went to the joint.
Okay,
Lil Head
okay.
and all them.
Yeah,
I was training them off the muscle, you know what I'm saying,
yeah.
before I even went to the joint. And like he said, we could have been champions for real. And he know, I'm going to tell you the reason why Lil Head know. He been there. He been there with AB. He
For
been
sure.
there. he been around the world, you know what I'm saying, with this
yeah.
boxing stuff, you know what I'm saying. He know what he talking about for
Seen a
real.
lot. Yeah,
He done seen it now. He done experienced the whole thing, you know,
sure.
far as the money, far as the trickery, everything. He done experienced the whole game with AB.
He done been in the gym with him and know what y'all was doing in the gym and probably can
And
compare the
definitely,
two.
hold on, and he can go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he can go, you know what I'm saying? He nice with them hands, you know. So he could have got some money himself if he'd have sat down, you know what I'm saying, and made that his craft.
Yeah.
But I mean, like anybody who good could say they could have been a champion, but you gotta make this your craft. Once you do that, you gotta hone it. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
And that go with anything.
That
We
go
could talk about
anything.
football, baseball.
Yeah,
You
that
can
go
be
anything.
naturally gifted at something, but if you don't put that proper work in, you might not be able to make it to that next level.
Not even that, you might not even get there.
You might not even get there right.
Because you might be too lazy to go there. Not even lazy, you might just say that ain't what I'm on, even though this my talent.
True that.
Because everybody blessed with a talent or two that the Most High serving with off the rip, but you gotta find it. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta work.
You gotta lock into it. You know.
I agree with that. You think it's a way that some kind of way a gym can be built out there?
It is 110,000 ways a gym can be built out there. A big, nice gym, or
big school that they ain't doing.
Not even if you want to build a gym. I mean, you can put a gym in some of them big empty buildings and stuff. I got a building right next door to my house. The little Stewie's supposed to own and stuff. Like just sitting there, like, man, let's do something with it. But these guys got other ideas and things like that. But believe me, a gym would be something prominent for the hood. A boxing gym, it'll be something straight up. It'll be prominent for the hood, and it'll put some more discipline back in them youngsters at certain ages, because you can't do all that and be boxing and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't do all that. You can, because I done seen it happen, but I done seen whole boxing teams fall off. Like, I'm talking about as far as the youngsters, I done seen every bad motherfucker that came around, gone. Just
that
like
might be
that.
something we need to bring to the table, because I mean, I know his brothers. I'm not one of those brothers that know how to do it, but I know his brothers down there working with the city that know how to get grants and different things like that. When you go to a lot of these other neighborhoods, man, they got real.
Do you
nice
understand how long I've been trying to get them people out there, man, to help out, man? Come on in, let us do this, and let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before this podcast started to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like I said before that, you know what I'm saying? I live off the land. I ain't got no whole lot of money, you know what I'm saying? But I'm willing to make money at any cost, you know what I'm saying? And I'm willing to apply the knowledge to what we got to do.
Yeah.
And that's why I've been pushing to these people all this time. A lot of stuff don't cost you nothing. A lot of stuff come back in the long run, you know what I'm saying? But these people ain't never stepped up, man. I'm talking, I got paperwork at the house right now for years and years and years. Dang. Going down here trying to get somebody to help these kids out, man. Get these kids this boxing gym right here. Watch what happens. Man,
that's what we.
It's another guy been pushing too. I got two other guys. My guy Mike Dawson, he been trying to do the same shit.
His son,
Coach
box,
Mike,
right?
Yeah, his son is man. His son like bad as a little joker around for real.
Yeah, I went and met them at a gym before. I forgot that boxer from Cincinnati thing. He, if I hear his name, I know it. I ain't. It wasn't Aaron Pryor, but he.
Timmy Austin.
Is that? Do he be rocking with them?
Yeah, he was. He was with us back. You know, when I said we had the gym over in Bond Hill.
That might have been the one I went to.
Yeah, the gym over behind the church and everything.
Yeah,
that was our little gym. We had opened up over there and stuff. Sharon Brooks was with us on that. Brookfield. He the one helped us, you know, lock in with this pastor.
Gotcha.
That got us in back then. We was going good for a couple of years, but in real life, you know, financial situation came before us and stuff, and we had to end up closing it down. But, you know, I think Tim might got it open over there now, if I ain't mistaken from what I heard. But, yeah, man, Tim, if you came around, you probably came around, man. That's Mike Dawson Jr.
Actually,
he was a bad joker,
Mike
man.
could tell you, because it was a light skinned one and it was a dark skinned one. I took him.
Oh, that's Nemo. That was the other fight. Nemo and Man.
Them the names. Look, man, they had damn, I only been to 2 boxing matches ever in my life. I went to AB championship fight downtown when he won the belt, and I went to Indy to see them two box, and he asked, like, he invited me to the gym. I went and speak. I spoke to the kids.
I remember that.
He said he had one that was like on the fence of, like, you know what I'm saying, getting in trouble. So I spoke to him,
I
and
remember
then
that.
I took him I took him I took him to Indy in the Sprinter. Yeah, I drove him in the Sprinter
I remember
to the
that.
fights in Indies. Yeah, and I sat in there and watched him fight. Yep, I sure did, man. He
Yeah.
called me, man. Like I said, anybody ever called on me to do something with some youth, man, I'm there. I ain't never turned nobody down.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I
Coach
mean?
Mike, he says about it, you know, he says coach, you know what I'm saying? He says about it, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? If Lincoln Heights really put it together, we got a lot of good dudes out there that can make it shake, man. They can make that boxing thing go, man, for real.
I'm gonna bring it up, man, because I mean, like I say, the garden, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
I
That's
love
something
that.
positive.
Yeah, I love that.
But it's still, man. It's just
You gotta do more.
every neighborhood around has
Hey.
a facility.
A YMCA.
A YMCA, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. How Evendale, Sharonville, Glendale, Woodlawn, like everywhere.
You know, we got the center, and I'm gonna tell you this.
The center by Biggs apartment.
I said the center up there. The center huge.
St. Monica's.
Yes.
But it's limited.
All right, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. What's going on at the center is like we done tried them. Me and Coach Mike, we done shot down on Mike, Pastor Mike up there. And he, you know, he was receptive of us. You know what I'm saying? Told the shooting proposal. All that I did, all that shooting proposal. And you know what I'm saying, that's where it ended at right there pretty much. I ain't heard nothing back on that. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, we got facilities out there we can put some stuff in and open up. Especially the reason I say the center because the kids already coming to the center.
They already there.
You know what I'm saying? And I know it ain't really no whole
program for that.
it ain't no whole lot of older kids that's coming up there, the kids that we really trying to reach. You know, these kids is capable of coming out. Well, I can't put no age on it, but that we can open up the door for these other kids.
I'm gonna bring it up.
Yeah, for
Cause he
real.
was at the last meeting. I'm gonna bring it up. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
bring it up.
and on top of that, I got at Durant's. You know, he got the Innovation Center down there. It's 1 million rooms up in there. So, you know, I got at him, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me put a gym in here. You know,
The Innovation Center, that ain't where we was at, is it? That's
Yeah,
somewhere
that's
else,
where
right?
he's at.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Innovation Center.
Yeah.
See, I thought they had something like on Adams or something.
They
Yeah,
did.
that was the old church. That's the old one. So
Yeah,
they got
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So this the new one now, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Gotcha.
all that's newly set up. How they got that?
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? That's a nice size building too. So I was trying to get at him like, let me put a boxing
You
gym.
think there's
in there.
room in there somewhere though?
It gotta be some room in there somewhere. But you know what I'm saying? At the same time, he probably got other plans. You know what I'm saying? Because we had a dialogue about it, and he ain't. You know, he said it wasn't no room. You know, basically told him it wasn't no room. So
Okay.
that shut that down. I couldn't really even say nothing much more after that. But believe me, man, I'm trying, man. I'm thinking of some stuff. I seen the guy George live up the street from me. He put a little thing in his yard,
that big ass.
a big garage
Yeah,
like
garage,
thing.
yeah,
And I was checking it out the side, like, man, shit, this might can be a gym
Like a pole
because
barn or something?
Yeah,
like a little barn. You know what I'm saying?
Nice
Like,
too.
That's what Pine had. You ever see what Pine had down
yeah,
there?
I remember
Then I
that.
took my son in there. I couldn't believe it from
Yeah.
the outside. Then when I couldn't believe how I looked on the inside of
That's
that.
what I'm saying. It's the same type of thing. Like,
Yup.
you know, somebody really, you know, can put some money into something like that. You know what I'm saying?
sure.
I'm looking
I'm
into
gonna
it
talk
though.
to somebody too, man. Like I say, when we talking about, the money, that be a lot of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's ways to get money, especially like I say, the type of things that's going on now. It's ways to get money, man. It's ways to get money, but the know-how is the thing. And I'm not a person that know-how, but I think I know some people that know how to go after that money, go after them grants and stuff. You just gotta have like the paperwork gotta be right. You gotta have the idea. You gotta, when they can show like this going on, and this. I definitely got somebody I'm gonna shoot at about that. I guarantee you I'm gonna shoot at, and I'm gonna let you know what he say. You know him. We're gonna have a conversation. I ain't gonna put the name out there right now, but I feel like that's we need a leeway something for these children to do? Because like even the football field up there, do they still got like the football team up there? Is it
I've
all of
been
that
seeing
practice?
somebody up there.
Oh, for
Somebody,
real?
I don't know. It could be Preston practice up there. I don't know.
Okay.
Somebody practice up there though, on a regular basis. So it's open to somebody.
Now this is what I'm about to go back to when we was talking about I told you I was gonna come back to it. When we this made me think about this, like I'm gonna speak about religion. So you got, say for instance, if we got sometimes religion can cause people to be at odds. You know what I mean?
A lot of time.
Yes,
A
But
lot of time.
but I feel like when we
more
talking
time.
when we talking about getting together for the sake of like the betterment of the community,
Right.
if we can get some brothers together to where it's not a tug of war about a religion, I think that's ultimately gonna be better. You know what I mean? Because I got some brothers I know some Christian brothers, I know some Muslims brothers, and then it's like, well, this is what the kids need. The kids need to know this. The kids need to know that. The kids need to know that. So I'm like, now we about to come up with a division. Because if you gonna come in here and say, nah, these kids need to be Muslim, then you come in here and be like, nah, they need to be Christian. Now we got to divide on really getting to the kids. The purpose of like keeping them off these streets. You know what I mean? So
Not
can we
even
come
That's right.
together
right.
for the sake
Listen,
of
you can't really even put religion in it, man. Like because I mean, you got to because Most High doing everything. Like if you do put it in there, you got to put it in there as something to stop everything. Like you know, but it's anytime you come around and it's Muslims and Christians, they gonna be going at each other. You know what I'm saying? It's Israelites, they gonna be
yeah?
having words against each other. You know what I'm saying? Because they set it up like that, man. They set us up to go against each other no matter what. So it go a good time. That's how I see it.
And see, that made me think about when you were saying that earlier, like about the bikes and stuff, how people be at odds, but this brought everybody together for the sake of
Hmm.
this. So remember, I said I'm gonna come back to that because I'm saying, can we have the kids, the youth, be a reason why brothers that's in, and I'm not, your walk of life, whatever your walk of life is, but now we gonna come together for the sake of these children. We ain't gonna be in here fighting
Oh
saying,
yeah,
That's
no,
what
yeah.
he
we're
needs
looking
to be a
for.
Christian, no,
Now
he
that's
got to
what,
be a
and so
Muslim, no, he
that's
got
what
to
I'm
be a,
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what we're
because
looking for.
that
That's what I'm
dialogue
saying.
really, yeah, that dialogue dealing with them kids got to be on another level for us. Like we gotta come in as not Christians, Muslims, no, you gotta
As
come in
men.
as men.
Yeah,
You
as
know,
Okay,
men.
off
okay,
the rip, you gotta
Yeah.
go in as men and stand on it as men. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
right,
What y'all
right.
putting down, and believe me, you're not gonna reach no ends with no Christianity or with no Islam or with no even with no
Israelite.
Hebrew Israelite
None of
shit.
that.
You're not gonna reach them with no religion coming at them in no open atmosphere like that. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna reach them because it's for one, it's a time they can evoke some jokes. You might get one that's a comedian.
Yeah,
He evokes some jokes. He done changed the whole atmosphere from being serious to now they all on the horseplay. They all playing now
right.
because it's simple as that. That's how they move.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
See, and that's a tough question because you got some people that's gonna be like, nah, all they need is God in their life. All they need is Jesus.
You got
You know what
all
I'm
of them
saying?
go. What person wouldn't say that? What
Right.
person wouldn't say that? But that ain't true because y'all all got Jesus in y'all life, or y'all all got God in your life. How y'all look at it, and yet everything's
It's
still
still,
going on.
You,
yeah.
I mean,
Everything's
you
still
feel me?
You
happening.
So
still
that's
the
why I'm
same.
saying it's like that's one of them things where when you said for the sake of the we got the motorcycle club, we was able to come together even though we had differences. So I'm saying, do you feel like the youth can be a reason that some people spiritual beliefs may be different, but the youth gonna bring us together to where we can like, okay, you know what? We're gonna kind of put this aside. We ain't gonna come together arguing, fussing, and fighting about what our beliefs are because the kids is the reason, like the motorcycle club is the reason we coming together in the form of
I
unity.
see
Let me
what you're
give you,
saying.
let me
Go
give
ahead.
you a key example of. I wish it could be like that, but when we was just at the meeting, the last little meeting
Mm,
we had,
mm.
you see
Yeah,
the
I'm
display of
listening.
shit that went on,
yeah.
and that right there, like, was like, what the what the fuck is this about? This ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about.
Right.
But one person, it's all it takes is one that uh ram they opinions feelings, or you know what I mean, fuck what y'all talking about. This is what we need to do. This, that, and the other. Not even listening to. Okay, we can do that,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a process to get to that.
Mm-hmm.
But hell no, y'all gonna listen to what I'm saying. But you, and then you're doing this. in front of the kids. The
Yeah.
few kids that was there.
Yeah.
You did this shit in front of the kids. So
Yeah. It's a reasoning
to
thing too. You gotta be reasonable, man.
get us as adults to come together and let them know like this ain't about us, it's about the kids. We also have to come to one common ground. We also got to. I mean, the kids is the common ground. But a lot of these motherfuckers don't like their own kids, bro. A lot of people don't like their own kids. A lot of these parents, girls, niggas, all this don't like that. If they don't like that woman, the kid gonna suffer from it.
Oh,
if the woman don't like that man, the kid gonna suffer from it. You know what I mean? So, and then,
might not let the
and then the man might not like how she raising the son or daughter, and now he just threw them all together. And now the daughter mad at now she mad at the daddy because he ain't been around, but the daddy ain't been around because the mama said he can't come around, but she ain't never told. You know what I mean? So it's a whole fucking whirlwind of shit to go on, and it's hard for us to. It's hard for us to reach and understand. But like I was telling Keek and Brookfield, I think I said it to you too. I don't know if I mentioned it, but in order for us to we have to be able to reach the kids. We have to find something to reach the mothers to get them to understand that we are here to help. You know what I mean?
Right.
We can't seek out your kids to find out what's going on.
Right.
But we should be able to make a platform where they can have somewhere to call, a call center. Hey, such is in trouble, whatever, and it should be able to go out to the adult men that's trying to do something in the community. You know what I mean? And everybody get an alert wherever and then somebody pull up on them, and that's how we can bridge that gap. But also we got to let the women and others, grandmothers and whoever, like y'all have to let the men be men. Because a lot of these women take that away from us. You know what I mean? Whether we realize it or not. This brother right there, he couldn't take. He not about to go for you telling me what to do with my kids. You know what? Give me my kids. You know what I mean? And guess where his kids, grandkids and everything, live with him. And like he said, he eat off the ground. But it was a blessing because he is the man.
Right.
And he demanded that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I got boys.
Yeah.
That's what he got. He got all boys. And you crazy as hell, woman. You can't raise my kids. You know what I mean?
Man,
You're not gonna push me
in
away.
reality, I'm gonna let you know, like dealing with these bras, man. In reality, you ain't got no power over who got them kids. You ain't got no power over that. You really like. If you ain't cool with your child's mama, your BM, it ain't gonna work. Cause trust me, it's gonna be drama. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna do what they supposed to do. And even to this day, shit, I got a lot of BMs. You know what I'm saying? Got a few little sons and daughters. You know, but nah, man, like it ain't gonna add up unless you got that connection with them to where we cool. Let's do this, let's do that, and then sometimes that fall apart. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you get the chance to get your kids, man, you know, you just gotta put all you can into them, man. Like I got some good little sons. They ain't ripping and running. They ain't got the bullshit and the most. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got it in them, but.
Now, when we talking about the adults, right, coming together, and we touched on respect earlier, I was telling Keith about, well, we was texting about it on Facebook, and I had put up a post, and then Keith said something, then I said something, and I said, like, once he broke it down to me, because I didn't understand what he was saying, and I'm like, this cool, we can have dialogue, like, it ain't nothing wrong with having dialogue, because then you can explain something, because at first I didn't understand what he was saying, but then when he went into detail and explained, I said, oh damn, I got it. Like, I wish I would have seen through it from the beginning and seen what you was talking about, but once he broke it down, I said 100% I see where you're coming from. And I'm telling him, I said, it's okay for us to have dialogue, you know what I mean? Because sometimes somebody might need something to explain to them, but it's the thing about the respect level, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to come at you disrespectfully because I respect you as a man. I respect who you are.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I asked you to, so when you broke it down to me, then it's like, oh damn, I got you. I feel you. I understand it now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So if we can have that common respect for one another to communicate, sometimes something that could be a misunderstanding could be, somebody can break it down to your need, but oh damn, I understand it now.
You hear the key word?
Like I told you, I said, I said I ain't gonna lie.
You
I'm
hit it
not a
on the
person.
head. You hit it on the head. It's that respect.
That is the key to all this. Y'all keep saying it.
If
It's
you
respect.
you
How do
open
we
the
get
door
this
up right
respect?
there. You open the door because listen, if you can get it to where everybody respecting each other's opinion, everybody respecting the next man, what they saying, you can have you can come up with something.
It
Yeah.
should have changed.
So
But
at the age we are,
yeah,
because I'm a little younger than y'all, but
Yeah.
I'm saying at the age we are, from me up, if we coming together, do you realistically think this is something that we can do? Get some men in here who can have a common respect for one another to come up with some solutions.
Yeah.
it could happen.
Yeah.
It can
It
happen.
could happen.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
And because
It could happen.
I
we
agree with
lose.
that.
Somebody said it so crazy, but it was the truth. The youth are killing our older men. The young guys are killing the men, the grown men, bro. They killing us off.
Well,
Bro, they're
I-
killing us off. Every time we get a
they
shooting, it's
doing
probably
more
a
killing each
16,
other.
18, 19-year-old killing off a 40, 50, 35-year-old guy.
Because you speaking throughout Cincinnati.
They ain't
Like, what we
throughout
talking about?
Cincinnati, just in general in life. Like these younger guys, they don't have the respect. Cause so they'll kill you. Fuck you. What you talking about? You know what I mean?
They'll kill you.
They'll kill you.
Yeah, they will. And
They don't think
knowing
about
that-
and then go on, smoke a blunt and do whatever the fuck they was doing. That's one hat.
One hat. Yeah.
One hat.
Yeah.
That's what they call it.
That's wild. Yep.
Catch a hat.
That's wild.
They brag on it.
That's wild.
they rap on it, they
rap
brag
about
on it, they live on it.
They live
But
by
you know
this
what
shit.
I'm saying?
So
You as a man,
that's what they respect.
You as a man and being a man and being a grown man and you coming from the streets and you been a YN before, it's all you been a YN too.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna keep it busy.
I'm with you, yeah.
Yeah, you know what's up. You been a YN and being a YN before.
But we made it through.
No, it ain't. We still going. So what I'm saying is,
You're right.
it's adaptation. You got to adapt to your environment. Even when you go to prison, you got to make that adjustment. It's adjustments that got to be made out here in these streets for us. How you feeling about the older men and the young men. The adjustment got to be made how young men feeling about the older men. And you know I'm like, it ain't nothing that you can say, listen, we gonna have a meeting about it, we gonna get these young niggas. Nah, this shit, it got to be embedded, man. You got to put it in them.
Something.
So you touched on something like you say, we was YNs before, and I'm agreeing with that.
Yeah.
But the difference is where we are now in life. We ain't old ends. You know what I mean? We trying now. When you got brothers that's up in our age bracket and they still out here running with the YNs, that's a problem. You know what I mean? Now you touched on something about the youth. I be telling people a lot of times, I believe Frederick Douglass saying it's easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. And somebody like, man, what you mean? Like, man, I said, I'm not saying that an older person can't be, turn his life around. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying if we catch children when they're young, it's just like if you finishing some concrete. As long as that concrete wet, you can do what you want to do with it. But once that concrete harden up, it's over. You know what I'm saying? You got to bust it back, bust it down, and start back over.
You said a mouthful.
So I'm saying if we can catch them when they're young and we can start to mold them, like you spoke about your son. That's how it's like, man, listen, my dad, I understand now how my dad used to look at Dwayne, how he looked at me and Daryl. It's like, okay, y'all looking at me, I was a dope fiend, okay, but look at my sons. Like, he could be proud about, look at my sons, though. It's like, Dwayne was an athlete, you know what I'm saying? He went to college. Dwight and Daryl, they out here getting some money. He was proud of us. So now when I look at me, I'm proud of my children. Guess what? I'm proud of my children not in the streets. I'm proud that they went to college, got careers. So when people look at me, I mean, you been to jail, you this. I'm like, yeah, I would, but look at my kids. Look what I raised. They came from me. That's what I'm most proudest of, man. I ain't proud about all the money I done had, I ain't proud about none of that stuff. I'm proud about the children that I have raised, because they look at they don't even know. It's like, Daddy going to jail? Like, for, you know what I'm saying? And it hurt me to really sit down and tell them what they daddy had been doing. But I'm like, yeah, it was a lot of y'all. Like, I was in the streets. I ain't had no job to where I can afford to take care of this many children. You know what I mean? And them are choices and decisions that I made, true enough, but that's where my pride come from, the children that I was able to raise. So what y'all think about that when we say catch them when they're young, building stronger children?
You said so.
You got to.
You're right.
But
You're right. But how?
But see, nah, it ain't how. It's like you said, about being yours, you definitely can go from there. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, you
How
know
do
what I'm
we get the
saying?
ones that's outside
The
of
one
that?
that's outside, them the
gonna
ones
need
that you
that
really,
guidance.
they really. It's like this. Say for instance, you got a structure in the family. Like you got me. I got 3 brothers. In our family, it'd be like these my kids. You know what I'm saying? This my part of the family. Just his part of the family. Just her part of the family.
Mm-hmm.
This is part of the family. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody got their siblings, they direct siblings that, you know what I'm saying, you got basically really focus on your own thing. And even though it's our family, it's all a unit, you know what I'm saying, it's still a separation there because shit, these my kids.
And them yours.
These
and
my
them
kids,
yours.
you know what I'm saying? And that's how that's within family.
And that's the
But
separation.
with that separation, I'm sure your brother wouldn't have a problem with you discipline and your nephew if they was in the wrong, right?
No, never have, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't no disciplinary type person, so I can't
No,
really think like that, you know
and
what I'm saying?
I'm saying it
Like
can be a
far as I
conversation
don't
or
whoop no
whatever.
kids
I
or
ain't
nothing. I
saying,
ain't
I
never
ain't
whoop.
saying
Don't be looking at me
disciplinary.
like
Nah,
that. I ain't
that
never
ain't no
whooping
whooping.
kids.
That's what I was saying.
I
I
don't
was
whip no
saying as
kids.
far as
I'm
what
gonna
you
check a
are, bro.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
that's what
saying?
I'm saying. I'm saying
Yeah,
like
you can
that.
pull
Yeah,
Because
up
you
yeah.
know, back in the day,
and check them. Like
Oh,
that's
definitely on
yeah,
me. That's not just
yeah.
my family. That's your family
for
too.
Everybody in
Anyway,
the
sure. For,
you know
you
what I'm saying?
still. That's what I'm
and
saying.
that's one of
You
the
did
things
that
we
to
was.
us, and you
Right.
still do it today to these other kids.
But
We just sent kids over
I'm
there to
talking
you.
about, he talking about, he said, look what he said. He said, my brother wouldn't have no problem with me this. No.
Oh yeah, I ain't saying whooping. I should have
Yeah.
said that. No, I ain't
Yeah.
saying like you gotta come over here. Nah, I ain't saying
Fuck
Nah.
'em
that.
up.
Nah,
Or,
hell,
But
or
I ain't
whatever,
saying
you know what
that.
I'm saying? Nah, he
yeah,
wouldn't have no problem checking out. Nobody in my family probably wouldn't, but the person who you checking is the one gonna have the problem today.
yeah.
It's different. You can't come in like me. My uncle could come and check me because I'm doing shit. I've been doing shit
For
all the
sure.
way. So my uncles can come and say, knock it out, woo, this and that, whatever they want to say, and I'm gonna have to, and I'm gonna go say it to my nephews. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Tighten up, whatever. But how you gonna take it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How you gonna
I'm
take it?
I'm
Yeah.
that
He
you know.
might take it as, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, Uncle disrespecting me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm that
That's
uncle
a
that
big thing with
they
young men
call.
right now. Disrespect. You
Yeah.
disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? That's real big, man. And see, that right there, they carry a lot of weight. So, it ain't really like it's the individual that you put in this place. If you put the wrong motherfucker in this place, it's gonna turn. It's just like, rest in peace to Big. Like Big ain't did nothing to be dead. You know what I'm saying? Just said something to the wrong person at the wrong time.
Mm,
Ain't did nothing, but he
right.
said something. Cause a lot of motherfuckers dying off word of mouth now. Word of mouth getting worse than goddamn doing something to somebody.
You know they say the person standing next to you is more in control of your life than you are yourself. Meaning, it could be somebody sitting there next to you and can just pull out a gun and boom for no reason.
Yeah.
So it's things that you wouldn't purposely do to end your life, but they saying like somebody standing next to you,
Ain't no
got
telling
more
what they
control.
been on.
Ain't no telling what they liable to do.
Yeah, ain't no
You know what
telling
I
what they've
mean?
been on. Y'all could be sitting here chilling, but you
Right.
just done did some bullshit and niggas looking for you.
Yeah.
But you standing over here chilling with me.
Right.
Like ain't nothing happened.
So
And
I'm
they
saying
You
killed
right
when
me
though.
and you get
when
away.
we thinking of that, because I mean they got people that say the movie theater or
Yeah.
somebody can be literally riding down the street and have a heart attack and
Yeah,
come
it
left to center
happened.
and smack. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So it's like it could be that
That's
thing where it could be
your
somebody
turn.
time. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? We can look at it like that. But
Yeah.
then when we talking about like the youth, I'm thinking like if somebody come to the youth like and say you and when we had the restaurant, hey, appreciate y'all, man. Y'all was coming to the restaurant. I appreciate that was
Yeah.
love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all definitely was coming through. I just thought about that. But when we had the restaurant, and I used to see the cats out there hustling and stuff, and because of where I come from, I can't call the police on them because like you say, that used to be me in front of
Right,
somebody's store.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
So I go out there and talk to him like, look, brother, man, I see what y'all got going on, man.
Yeah,
But you
slide
know,
down something or something.
yeah. I got customers coming in and y'all busting moves in front of the customers. Like, come on, man, be respectful, man. And I'm coming across like I ain't coming across like I'm no threat to them. They're like, oh, we got to school. Like it'll be like a conversation like that. But like you say, if one of them's just like, nigga, what, you know what I'm saying? And I would have been like, dang, I'm coming in peace. Like I'm just trying to have a
Yeah,
conversation with you,
yeah,
because the Arabs next door. If y'all stand in front of their store, they gonna call the boys on y'all. So y'all know not to stand in front of their store. But then you got somebody like me. I'm coming out here to talk to y'all. I'm not gonna call the law on y'all. But I never was met with that type of authority. You know what I'm saying?
right.
They was like, okay, we got you school. But like you said, it might be some young boys that could have took that the wrong way.
Yeah.
When I'm trying to be respectful, I'm trying to talk to them. I'm trying to be like, I've been in this position before. I know did this before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but that's I mean, that you make that point, you can be trying to talk to a youngster and it can end up in a whole different light depending on how he receiving that message.
Yeah. What
And
he got on his mind, man, you don't know, you never know. So, you know what I'm saying?
So my question is to y'all is do we as the OGs whatever got to talk to the young guys with fear?
Nah, hell the fuck no. It ain't
Because
got
we
nothing to
don't
do
know
with
what the
feds.
hell
You
they
scared? I
hell
mean,
no,
you
that's
scared
what
to
I'm
be
saying.
alive? Like, shit, you ain't see, one thing, I always learn. I learned a lot of shit off cowboy movies and shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, okay.
A motherfucker, for real, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
That's funny.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. For real.
That's
I
funny.
love cowboy movies, man. Like a motherfucker was telling the motherfucker on the cowboy movie, like, you know what I'm saying, something about dying and shit. Motherfucker telling him straight up, man, dying ain't much of a living. So that ain't nothing for me to be sitting around thinking about and considering, because whatever gonna happen, that's gonna happen. But when you talk and speak that shit to existence, 9 times out of 10, somebody gonna play gonna fill it up, So I don't even get off the shit like that, So that's the Most High business for real.
Right.
To me, that's his business, and you know what I'm saying. I hate it a lot, you know what I'm saying, but ain't nothing I can do about it but cry. Go somewhere and cry like a sucker, you know what I'm saying. But people cry, you know what I'm saying. People feel how they feel, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
I don't say nothing, you know what I'm saying. I'm the type of person, like, all the bras I ever had and everything. I'm like, stop crying. I hated that, you know what I'm saying. I hated people crying. Kids, stop crying. I hate that, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And shit, boy, motherfucker die, anything. I broke down, can't control the cry, you know what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
Anything, you know what I'm saying. But I guess it was just the way it make me feel, you know what I'm saying. Like,
To see somebody else cry.
yeah, it's gonna hurt me, you know what I'm saying. Like, stop
right.
that, you know what I'm saying. So, you know what I'm saying. It ain't nothing. It
Nothing
just,
wrong with it. Shit,
yeah.
wrong.
Since I touched on y'all come to the restaurant, y'all used to be on like break or
Yeah,
whatever.
we
So
out working and stuff.
what is that? That's your company. You do what all you do? Tell the people what you do, because I don't want to.
I do contracting, so I do more or less maintenance and house apartment or repairs. I work for UC dorms. I repair their dorms when the kids go to school. Shit, like I got a couple clients that own apartment buildings, and I do that little stuff. But you know what I mean. So I picked it back. I came home to the joint from the joint with something else on my mind other than these streets or whatever. I went to jail. I went to school while I was there and learned, my carpentry and got my craft or whatever. And I came home and used that. Like I knew I had. Like I said before, I was smart in school, just did never apply.
Yeah.
So I felt it was time to apply this stuff, and got a problem with authority, so I can't work for nobody. So I gotta work for myself, and that's why I came up with somebody got to do it, because there's so many jobs out here that people ain't do or won't do, and somebody has to do it.
So that's
why I took on my that company name. Yeah.
Somebody has to do it.
Somebody got to do it.
I like that. That's catchy too.
Yeah.
Give me an example, if you can, where you see yourself in, say, 5 years.
And
where would you like to be?
In 5 years, I would like to have the company way bigger than this, like just big contracts on I can't think of the other company type name, but just bigger contracts so I can employ or help people do the stuff I do. I want to teach, you know what I mean? I want to get a game. You know what I mean? I want to help spread this love and get the game I did, you know what I mean, come from the streets and the way I was to just working now and doing that, like the transition was just crazy.
Right.
Going from fast money to damn, now you gotta wait for your money type
Mm-hmm.
shit. Like, and it's, you know, I mean, it's a hard struggle, but it's doable because I got everything now that I had then. You know what I mean? As far as whatever, like, you know what I mean. But and it all come from working.
Right.
So I mean, I'm with it. Like, I wish I would have knew then what I know now, because now I would be where you say in that 5 years where I
Yeah.
wish to be.
Right.
I'd be past that. You know what I
Gotcha.
mean? So
Gotcha.
my goal is to, you know what I mean, expand, make the company way bigger and shit, get the game out. You know what I mean?
Another opportunity right in front of us.
Hell yeah, it's right here. You know what I mean? And
Keek,
then, but
Keek, I know you done did a lot of stuff in your life. So what do you want? And you still got plenty of time left.
Yeah,
But I'm
no
gonna
doubt.
ask you, what do you want your legacy to be?
Man, you know what? I ain't never thought about nothing like that, man. Cause I don't want no glory, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see no glory out. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, I already know what people really know about me, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been the same type of person since I was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know what I'm saying? That's enough for me, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't perfect. I'm messed up for real. I'm just really messed up, you know what I'm saying? But I stay trying to be good, stay trying to be righteous, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't need nobody to look at me no certain kind of way. I just take it how it come and give all the glory to the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And that's a hell of a question, though. You
That
know
is
what
a
I'm
hell of
saying?
a
It just
question.
like you gotta be into, you know, I'm what I told you I was on. That's what I'm on, man. I'm into the Most High,
Yeah.
man. I'm direct with that. So you know, if I say, you know, I'm this, I'm that, I ain't giving him his glory. So you know what I'm saying? I
So
get
if
it
the
most.
Most High, um, if everybody was put here for a reason,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe we might not get to meet the expectations of His, but what do you think the Most High put you here for? What's your purpose?
To serve him and to give him his glory. Yeah. To learn about him, to seek him, to learn about him, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And to figure out which direction you really supposed to go in because it's out there for you to figure out. You know what I'm saying? And then it say many is called, but the chosen is fruit. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So a person might be called to do this or called to do that, but you know what I'm saying? It might not be for him because you're not the one who the Most High elect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Most High God, He know what He want. I just was reading the other day. He'll choose what He want to choose. He know what He doing. It ain't got nothing to do with our people. Like a lot of this stuff going on right now with these youngsters. This the Most High. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff going on with these Yankees. You know what I'm saying? It's not to call them Yankees and nothing on no crack, no, on no racist stuff
Mm-hmm.
or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of stuff going on with white people and stuff. The Most High put them here for our correction, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They here to straighten us out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Since we wouldn't follow the rules back then and, you know, the laws of the Most High, He put them here for our correction. So anytime they doing something, they can get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They
Mm-hmm.
here to correct us. And we got to figure it out and figure out how we can, you know, make it beyond their stage and make it bigger than them, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Stop them from killing us, you know what I'm saying, and stop them from doing whatever they want to do to us, because they passing laws, you know what I'm saying, and making little legislations and shit right in our face, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
It don't got nothing to do with us, none of
Mm-hmm.
this stuff.
Right.
Listen, the other day, I seen them going crazy. Oh, man, now they can search the passengers. They been searching the passengers.
right.
They ain't never not searched. They want everybody
right.
ID in the car. This ain't
And
nothing new.
Right.
And
say
but
something. You
our
going to
people will
jail.
get caught up into some goofy shit like
Right.
that instead of keeping it moving, man. This shit ain't nothing. It ain't, it ain't nothing new.
That's
Keep it moving, man.
that's a true story. That's a true
Keep
story.
it
They
moving,
put it
man.
on tape. Now they put it on tape. Now everybody want to
Yeah,
scream and holler about
man.
it. Right.
Keep it moving, man. You don't get into that, man. Like, no.
Bobo, I just played the Mega Millions, man. If I hit it and I come to you, like, bro, here go $1 million right now. What you gonna do for the community to make it a better place?
Yeah, shit. First of all, I'm gonna invest in the building and the facilities that we need to get the Lake Heights to where it need to be and make it a nice place on the map. I mean, I would probably buy houses and, you know, give people a place of being. What we used to say, like right now, like give somebody something to do, somewhere to
Yeah.
go, like something to focus on, something
Mm-hmm.
to you know what I mean, something a place of interest, glitter it and go. You know that attracts. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
So and then when they go through that door, it's the opportunities here, it's the opportunities there. We can do this. I want to teach people what I want to know. I want to learn what people know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to make it that 1 million to 10 million. Like you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, exactly,
That's what I want to do.
exactly. And see, in Lincoln Heights, man, if I had the money, man, I'd cop that school from that joker, man, who sitting on it, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying he doing that wrong because I don't know his financial situation, but you know what I'm saying? If I can get that whole Lincoln Heights Elementary School that we went to,
Right.
do you understand, man? You can have so many things going on up in that mug.
It's yeah.
Behind
Housing.
every door is a classroom.
Right.
And every classroom is a business, you know what I'm saying? That's upstairs and down.
Man, you can
That's
have
how,
housing,
man,
you
you
can
can
have
have
stores, you
apartments.
can
You can turn
have,
into some
yeah, you can
apartments. You
turn
can
that
have
to school into
a
some other
whole
shit.
strip
A
mall in there.
community right
Man,
there.
that'd be for the hood, man. Like,
It'll be
and
a nice community for the hood.
man, it wouldn't be nothing missing out of there, man, if that was mine. I open that thing
You
wide
ever
open,
been,
man.
y'all ever been in New York to they districts?
And it'll be
I ain't never
secure.
been to New York.
So if you go to New York, they got them shopping districts or whatever district over there. So
Yeah,
you can go,
garment district.
yeah, you go in one of them buildings like we got
Mm-hmm.
front door regular up, but when you go in there, it's 100,000 businesses in there, and
Oh, for
everybody in
real?
there doing something, selling
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
they ain't got it, here, oh shit, I'm gonna take you over to my people. They in this deal right
Oh,
over
for
there. Hey,
real?
yeah, go downstairs. The
Right.
shoes down
Right.
there. They make the socks over there. They got plants over there.
Right.
They got this, that, and the other. And man, it ain't nothing but love. The whole building full of business. Like that's a beautiful thing, and it's open to the public every day. Look like an old rundown ass, I mean, bando. But
Yeah.
shit, it's jumping on the inside of there. But and
Gotcha.
that's the type of stuff we need for Lincoln Heights because we have the type of community that we can do flea market type things. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, buy, sell, and trade type things. If
Yeah.
everybody was to come together
Right.
and learn what the game is, and everybody ain't so much for what's in it for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
What's in it for me? And that was like I said earlier that subject that they got into it with at the thing. The first thing he ain't say for me, but she, they owe us money for this. Like who? You know what I mean? So that's and I wouldn't want everybody to have the what's in it for me attitude because if we all put some type of work in, what's in it for you is going to come out. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
It's not a it's not like it's that's not what it's all about. It's all about if we put in whatever work you put in on anything you do, your results gonna be, you know what I
Right.
mean, what they're
Right.
gonna be.
I think the hardest thing sometimes is the start. Just to start. You know what I mean? So the fact that we coming together to have dialogue about, these type of issues and these type of situations, I think that's a good thing. You know what I mean? We had that first meeting and now we gotta build off of that. So hopefully next time it'll be more brothers there. We can have more conversations and then start to put some of these some of these actions. I mean, some of
Action
these, some of
plans, yeah.
these, some of these ideas, put them in motion.
Right.
And like you said, I feel like the gym, and sometimes it's like depending on how big of an action, a movement we're trying to do, it might not happen overnight. But I put up, for instance, and I just feel like the community, man. Like I say, I don't know the young lady, and I don't want to really focus on Bebe's situation, but what really touched me is that young lady. I seen a post, and she said like Jim Maven was the only one that was helping her with her son. And I was
Yeah, I
like,
saw
dang,
that.
like I wish I would have knew. I didn't know of her. I don't even think we was friends. I happened to see the post, but I know her mother and
Mm-hmm.
her uncles and stuff. But I'm like, I wish that she would have knew about me because I end up posting some other posts where I said any woman out here who dealing with some teenagers, children, y'all need to somebody they can talk to, like hit me up. And I'm not saying that it would have worked, but I would have definitely been on the farm and like, hey, what's up, man? Let me come get you, man. Let's go grab us a bite to eat. Let's chop it up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I ain't coming in, man, you should be doing this. Nah, man, let's go. Say what you like to do. You like to do what? You ever play virtual reality?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
we about
trying
to
to
go do
figure
this.
you out.
Yeah, we about to sit down and chop it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like to ask some mothers, tell me some of the things that they like to do. I don't want to just come at them with all negative stuff. Like, let me hear something good about it. Oh, man, I heard you, you know, whatever. You was real good at Call of Duty. I got somebody you can battle on Call of Duty right now, man. Let's, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I wish I would have knew.
Right.
Now when I think about, like I say, man, that's just it's a rough situation. You know what I mean? Because
yeah.
I've been in a similar situation before, but sometimes things happen and it could push some to the brink of people coming together. You know what I mean?
Right.
With the violence just in the neighborhood and the communities. And I understand like it was different when the Nazis or whoever they was came out there. The community came together. There was brothers out there on patrol. Like, and I get it. We protecting the youth when they going back and forth to school. We protecting the elders in the community.
We need
but
that same
we need
attitude.
the same. Because it's like we need to protect the youth in the community. We need to protect and this ain't like our parents' ages, but it's like we are vastly becoming the elders who need to be protected from the lack of respect from the youngsters. You know what I'm saying? So if we can band together as a whole and start teaching our children to have more respect for adults, if my kids come here right now and you talk to them as they're gonna say yes sir. They're gonna say yes sir. Because guess what? You're an adult. They don't know your mental state, your mental capacity. They don't know if you want some beer, but it's gonna be a yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how they was raised. That's how they was raised to speak to adults. Right. Gonna be a woman, yes, ma'am. And you know, I got that type of respect level just from being respectful, like being in the joint and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I still greet elders like that. Like, and this ain't got, sometimes it ain't even got nothing to do with age, just another person. Yeah. I put a post up, and this is why I want social media to like share these posts so I can get in front of people. I just put a post up about, I'm gonna give away some coloring books, I think at the next meeting. And these coloring books is people of color, who are, say, pharmacist, doctor, lawyer, any kind of construction worker, any type of profession you could think of. And the kids, I want the kids to know that this can be your future. I want you to color these pictures how you want them, and I want you to look at like this can be you. So I told people, I said, women, if you got kids, or men, you got kids, say 3 to 6 or 3 to 7, they want to color, we're going to give away some free coloring books. I put up that post, I'm going to say maybe a week ago. I think 3 people now said they wanted a coloring book. 3 people, man.
Wow.
These, I spent my money on this, buying 50 of them to give away. Only 3 people, and one was a man. One was a man, said I want to give one of them for my son or something.
No doubt.
And I said, man, that's like, wow. This ain't nobody that's trying to make no money out the community. I'm trying to give your children, and I'm going to give the crayons away. I tried to order some crayons. They're like, you got to order the crayons. They got different shades of the color brown in there, in case this a light-skinned kid, this dark-skinned. So they can, I said, okay, we got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's order the different kind of crayons like that. But only 3 people said that they wanted a book. And I'm saying ages 3 to 7. I can only imagine how many people got a child 3 to 7 that can have a free coloring book.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I was giving away I don't know, what's that Young Miami song? Booth in and Stealing and whatever that shit called. Yeah, if I was giving away that, I bet you the line would have been out the door.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, like what we doing? Why this ain't get? I feel like this shit. And then I said, but you know what? I said, you think 50 gonna be enough? Because then what if somebody be like, oh, he only gave away 50, it should have been 75. And then it's
but
like,
that's how it's gonna be. You already know it's gonna be like that.
See,
you can't set a
one thing I'm doing, I ain't pleasing people, man.
Right.
That you can't do. You gotta do this for what you're doing it for. You ain't gonna be able to do that. It ain't gonna add up. You can't please the people. You can't worry about what nobody feeling, what they thinking, none of that, because they thinking, a lot of them thinking crazy about you anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, that ain't what we doing.
But I just want to get them into the hands of the youth. And
that's
if they
what
the
I'm
ones
saying.
who got the youth, you got to come and get them.
But I'm saying, you got to come and get them. But see, even with you saying that, I follow you. And I ain't never seen that.
Damn, for real.
Real true. That's the
See,
truth.
and that's the
That's the
thing
truth.
about,
Yeah, that's
and
true though.
that's what they say.
And then
The
it's like,
algorithms
cause
they
if I
push it to
was,
where they
I
want
would
to
have
push
been
it
on
to.
it. I got my little shorty, my little grandson,
Yeah.
and you know what I'm saying. I would have definitely got up on top of that, but and then I would
But
have
like,
shared it. You know what I'm saying. Then it's like a lot of this stuff we living in. We living in social media, like social media bigger than walking around and coming to get a hug from one of you niggas. You know
I
what I'm
agree.
saying.
I agree.
Believe me on that. So with that being said, like I could have seen it and shared it, and like 30 motherfuckers would have got on it. You know what I'm saying?
right.
It's just like it's almost like really it's the truth we networking. You know what I'm saying? It don't take much, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'd have seen it, bam, I shared it. Somebody else would have shared it, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's all in the network. It probably really wasn't nothing against you directly, against what you put down directly, or nothing like that. It just didn't get
People
in the
didn't see
right
it.
people's
Right,
hands.
Yeah,
right.
and
Yeah,
that's on the algorithm. So you're 100% right.
yeah.
Because it'd be some I know got on some people's pages. And I'd be like, my cousin. I'm like, man, listen. Sometime I see something, I see the name, boom. I ain't even read. Like,
Mhm.
bro, did you see what I said?
Yeah.
Why you ain't show up? I'm like, what you mean show up? That's like
5
you
days
like.
later.
I'm like, shit. I just hit the like. I ain't even have time to read.
Yeah.
Sometimes I be on. I see your name, boop, yep. Like boop, yep. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, I know what this person be on. Now, if this person be on some shit, I'm like, hold up, what is he talking about before? And let me look at this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I see something, boom, let me doom, because I know what this person is on.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna sit up here and lie and say I got time to read every single thing somebody posts.
That's
I
right.
might get on there, boop, yep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm
Just
showing love.
but I appreciate that perspective, and maybe I could have did more. I could have maybe said highlighted or something like that, or tag some well-known people in there to where other
So I think
people.
that's what you when you wanted to go out to everybody. You
Yeah.
tag at everyone, and
You
it tag. I think
networking,
it
man.
tag everything on your everybody on
It's
your
a way to
thing.
do that,
Yeah,
and
some
like
shit
my
like
new
that.
page, I still been building this page up. My last one, I got locked out of it. But you're right, I should tag people who I know that got a lot of followers. Like that, that will make sense. So I'm gonna do better on that myself. You know what I mean, man? I definitely appreciate y'all brothers for coming on. I feel like this was a good episode. You know, we got some information out there. I got a view of looking at some things, and like I said, man, we now got started. That's the hardest thing to get. The
Let's
hardest thing
keep
sometimes to do is to
going.
get started.
Let's keep
Once we
going,
get
bro.
started, we just got to keep going, man.
Yeah.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Exactly. Like
And
and that one that they did, that first little meeting, that was a start.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure you got a perspective up out of it. As I'm quite sure he got a perspective up out of it. You know what I'm saying? But everybody ain't get the same perspective.
True that.
So
True.
knowing that everybody ain't gonna get the same perspective, but everybody trying to come to a common, you know what I'm saying,
common
Common
ground. Yeah,
ground.
understanding.
Yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
Common
For sure.
understanding, like, look, okay, boom, we here for this.
Yeah.
You can't get
Sidetrack. Yeah.
sidetracked. You can't do that. You got to stay focused on what we here for.
Yeah.
We here for these kids. So by us being here for these kids, we gotta let it all out. And we need the kids there. We need these YNs. We need them
Yeah.
there. And we can't.
That's what we need
I'm gonna
more than
tell y'all
anything.
another thing. You can't separate the female.
No, no,
You
no.
can't
They got to
separate.
hear it.
I heard somebody say like they ain't want no females there and this and that. No, no, no. You can't do that because the females got more control and more contact with each and every individual kid than the daddies do. You know what I'm saying? More and more families, you know what I'm saying? More that's how it go, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You need them females there so they can get the same perspective that you got too. They need to figure it out like they need to see where we coming from in order to get the proper perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
See, I think that's
that's
what
what
he
I'm
said.
saying.
Whoever organized the meeting, they said the first one they wanted to get, because somebody ended up hitting me up that wasn't even from Lincoln Heights and asked me, and then I asked the question like, is it just people from Lincoln Heights, or could somebody who from another community come? And they said like they wanted to get the fellas there like first, and then after that bring the ladies in, like the guys come together and we discuss, have a discussion, and try to come to an agreement like about some of the things, which all the ideas that came up, at our table, we actually was coming up with some of the stuff that everybody went up there to say. It's like, dang, we got that down. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So but I think they definitely want women to be involved.
Let me pose this question.
Yeah.
I want to pose this to everybody out here or whatever. What can we as men do and say that really is? Because listen, I'm gonna explain why I'm saying it like this. we need to be as offensive as possible to whoever listening, but they need to understand what we're saying so we can move past that. We ain't not taking it personal, women. We ain't talking to you for y'all to take it personal. Oh, he's saying this about me. We're saying it as a whole, but it's like you said, they have the control and they have the everyday with the kids. So what can we say or what can we do to come to a common ground with the women so they can understand that we're trying to help and not hurt? You know what I mean? Because when I said before, they'll take the power away from the man.
Mm-hmm.
We need them to get that back to us.
Right.
We need to let them, the children know, shit, if this, that, and the other, you gonna go over there. You know what I mean? And that's how it was for us. We had that fear. So we don't want to go over there. So we gonna straighten up. and you know what I mean?
Yep.
So we how can we appeal to the women without being offensive? You know what I mean? That's what I need to know.
I feel like women, comment below. Y'all just heard the question. What can men do? Or we don't want y'all to be offended by the things that we are communicating about. But can y'all comment below? What do y'all feel? Because I think y'all going to be at the next meeting. But there's women everywhere. Like, what can men do to where you won't feel offended about us, say, being fathers? Because I know been through that before. Like, I know have problems before, like, with a struggle within the household about, like, you know, the mama and the daddy. Like, I definitely been through that. So, like, coming up, my kids, this shit definitely wasn't perfect. Like, it's been a struggle between she and I when it comes to, it ain't like back in the day. Like, you know, it'd be back in the day. Like,
Your daddy, I'm gonna get your daddy.
yeah, it is different. You know what I mean? So, is it anything you want to leave the people with, Keith?
Well, I guess I'm gonna say this, man. This been a good little podcast. It's been.
I love this.
I like this. This was cool. I really like I said, we gotta implement the women in on this because they the bosses for real. You know what I'm saying? So gotta really work with them and we gotta get some young guys to come through and fill this out. But we gotta step on the gas. We gotta do it. I don't care what happened. I don't care if it don't work. I don't care if it don't work at all. You gotta do it. You gotta try it. You gotta try something. You gotta stick your feet in there and get your feet wet and see what come up out of it. And it ain't about money. It ain't about nothing, man, but stopping this bullshit in our neighborhood. Letting our neighborhood live, man. Letting these little kids come up. These kids don't come outside. I don't see no kids. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta open up some doors for these kids to where, you know what I'm saying? We gotta really open up some doors for these kids, man. This gonna do it too. It's gonna do it, I believe, you know what I'm saying, till times get better.
I want to say, man, I definitely appreciate y'all brothers for coming on. Think this was some good dialogue. People sit down and listen to it. We touched on a lot of different subjects.
Yeah, serious.
There were some things that I wanted to touch on that we ain't get to, but that's I feel like this was a good one. So I definitely don't want to take it too far.
Yeah.
FlipSide Nation, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment below. Like I said, ladies, y'all definitely will be at the next meeting that we have going on in the Licking Heights area. That's for, you know, Licking Heights, that line right there. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all know the motto. Stay down till you come up. Peace.
Peace. Yeah, man, I gotta go get Bryson, man. They been
Where you at?
calling me like I'm over my
Oh,
sister
shit.
house. Well, they been calling me.